Todd Monken has shown more support for Shedeur Sanders than Kevin Stefanski showed in an entire year in one or two sentences. Yeah, boy. Let's talk about it. These two things are going to hit different. This going to hit different because right now, just go ahead and continue to put them L's on the board. Let me remind y'all that tell me what. Who is the only person, let me just give you this, who is the only person in the game that has not brought up random, fictitious people to bring in order to quote unquote give them the best chance to win? I'll wait. You ain't never seen G. Bush on none of these channels float no new quarterbacks. No, what the Browns feel like, bro. Everybody done floated. Everybody been jumping over a fort. Nah, there's one person who said, "Nah, let me tell you how this is gonna work." And chances, I'm the only person. I mean, this quarterback room can't. This quarterback, they're gonna have a brand new quarterback room. Really? You know that ain't true. Well, let me just tell you not what G. Bush said. Let me not just tell you what G. Bush said. Let me tell you based on what they said. Leave me out of it. Because obviously y'all not gonna pay attention to me. I think it'd be funny. Y'all agree with each other about all kind of stuff. The only person they refute is G. Bush. Does G. Bush have sources? Is G. Bush decoding this wrong? Is G. Bush part of the Shedeurian clan? I don't know about that, G. I don't know about this. I don't know. Y'all all don't know. But y'all been wrong before. How you don't know? You should be writing down, taking pictures. Because I done told you what it was, right? Let's talk about this. Let's throw it up before we set it up. Let me pull this down a little bit. Hold on. Let me read. Shedeur finally is getting the support. Monken has said more about Shedeur than Stefanski did an entire year. Jordan Schultz says Packers free agent quarterback Malik Willis is in demand. Or is he? Or is his agent saying that? Is he really in demand? Or are you trying to start a bidding war? See, I know how this thing works. Get your money, though. I ain't a hater. Get your money. But you can't run that one on me, though. Let's be clear. We understand how this thing works. He's in demand and is expected, and interested teams I've spoken to at the Combine in Indianapolis believe he's getting at least $30 million per year is a foregone conclusion. And it's, whatever agent he got, he need to keep him. He need to keep whatever magical spells he's putting on people to tell them that he's worth $30 million and to get the guys to print that he's worth $30 million and about to get $30 million. Shout out to you and your representation, because who gives somebody $30 million? Who gives somebody $30 million to do what? Do the same thing Shedeur Sanders did in 6 games? This is how you know people are blue. People really, when you talk about football, these type of stories just tell you where football and how many people is in football that have zero credibility, clue, ain't did nothing. They should give these guys physical challenges. If you can't bench 225, you can't write stories. If you can't run at least a 5.5, your credentials is revoked. I need all the reporters at morning workouts at 5:30 in the morning. So let me get this straight. A person who plays 6 games and ain't never threw for no 300 yards in one game, all of a sudden he's worth $30 million? Well, let me tell you why this makes no sense for the Cleveland Browns. First and foremost, it don't make sense because when they had Baker Mayfield, they wouldn't give Baker Mayfield $30 million and traded him because they said he wasn't worth it. Baker Mayfield was the #1 overall pick. Baker Mayfield had years of losing invested in the Cleveland Browns for them to earn that #1 pick. And when it came time to giving him a long-term extension, they deemed he wasn't good enough. Now, mind you, Baker Mayfield has made Pro Bowls. Baker Mayfield done won playoff games. Baker Mayfield broke the rookie touchdown record. The same regime that said he wasn't good enough is then going to turn around and give Malik Willis after 6 games $30 million. And he came from Liberty and wasn't good at it and wasn't throwing the ball through a wall at Liberty. Stop. Come on, guys. The latest is as when the world turns. Let's keep going. This guy. Let's get to this guy. Anthony Richardson has been given permission to seek a trade by the Colts. I'm sure you would. The former #4 overall pick. Think about this. No disrespect to the young man. He's athletic. He can move. He be hanging out. throwing the ball through mountains. He's athletic. Problem is, that ain't what quarterbacking is about. Let's just be clear. Anthony Richardson at the University of Florida wasn't better than Shedeur Sanders. He had tools and traits. Tools and traits don't get it done all the time. They overdrafted him. His own coaches told him, you need to come back. And guess what he did? I don't begrudge him. He signed that lottery ticket. If you're going to be a number 1 overall draft pick, if you're going to be in the top 5 at a quarterback and they're going to overdraft you, take the money. He has generational money now. But the problem is, I can't do that for my team. Now, here's the quadruple standard. They've told you that Malik Willis don't have a sample size, right? But in one hand, they tell you a person who's played 6 games can get $30 million, but a person who's played 7 games don't deserve a chance to even be a starting quarterback in 26. Think about that. Think about the level of bias and hypocrisy that is. One guy who played on a loaded squad, who came in mop-up duty with weapons all around, who flamed out in Tennessee, all of a sudden 6 games for him, and he ain't never threw for over 250. All of a sudden, he gets 30 million? If it ain't anybody but Shedeur, I don't know how that works. So you told me, the sample size. You can't tell for Shedeur, but the sample size is okay. That's shorter for Shedeur. Okay, cool. Let's get to Anthony Richardson. We talk about character and injuries. He be injured every year. He ain't never put no numbers up. And by the way, aside from the team's underwhelming offense, the moment that he largely defined Richardson's tenure in Indianapolis was when he tapped out of a game against the Houston Texans because he was tired. Can you imagine if Shedeur Sanders did that? Can you imagine what the media would do? If Shedeur Sanders said, game's in the balance, I want to go sit down because I'm tired. His career would be over. It'd be over. He'd be entitled. He'd be a spoiled brat. Y'all would call him all the names in the world. But Anthony Richardson does it, and you're willing to give up a 3rd or 4th round pick to have him compete for your starting role? Guys, come on, man. Come on, man. By the way, I'm just using, let me just get to it. Y'all even know it ain't crazy. Y'all know it's crazy. Let's get to it. Where's his general manager? His general manager talked about this. His GM spoke about this. His GM spoke about it. Coach GM Chris Ballard asked to elaborate on Anthony Richardson and whether or not he needs a fresh start. Now, this sounds like one of Kevin Stefanski's boys, one of his guys. I'm not going to say he needs a complete fresh start. Anthony's still young. He's still developing. So we'll see what the future holds. I still believe in Anthony. Now, mind you, how many years he been in the league? So you willing to continue to kick the tires on him, even though he's young and still developing, but after 6 games, young and developing doesn't fly for Shedeur Sanders. Listen, I'm just using, this is why I do the barbershop. I mean, even if you're a hater, you can't get out of this. Even if you are a hater, what are you going to say? Tell me why what I'm saying, my logic is flawed. I'm just telling you what they telling you. But enough about those quarterbacks. Enough about those guys. Let's talk about what Todd Monken believes to be true. What you both? When people say he's not good, his numbers, his stats, he's not good. Well, don't take my word for it. Because if you look in the dictionary, let's just look up the word. Hold on. Let's get to it. All right, hold on. We're not gonna play with you. I want to be clear. I want to be clear on this. Let's get to it. Let me, because I just want to be very specific with it. Let me see what this is. So,
I think what you see is,
here we go. Let's get this together. Let's get this together. Before we even do this, let me add this in here. No, we'll do this first. So if you're gonna tell me he's not good, look at the stats, look at the numbers. And we can argue back and forth about what our community, I've tried to do it the nice way. I try to tell you I've been looking at the film, but don't pay attention to me. Don't take my word for it. Take a look at what the Cleveland Browns head coach said. So if he's not good, you tell a dude with 2 national championships he's not good. You tell a dude who's coached Lamar Jackson, who's coached at every level, you tell him what this means. Let's get to it.
I think what you see is elite playmaking ability. That's in him. You've seen it. We've seen it. You saw it in college. You saw it on tape last year. Sure, there's a ways to go, but what rookie isn't? I mean, what first-year player doesn't have a long way to go? So I'm excited to get started with him and all of our quarterbacks and all of our players.
He said, I seen it, you seen it, we seen it. That's like the past, present, future. That's like the whole thing. He said you've seen it in the past. You see it at every level. So now, from now on, here's what I'm going to tell you. Just a disclaimer. Don't ask me what I think about Shedeur Sanders. Go ask Todd Monken. Don't ask me to defend stats, EPA, because you told me if the Cleveland Browns believe they have the right guy, you would be okay with it. You said if they believe Ty Simpson was good, draft him high. If they believe Mendoza is the chosen one, they should trade every pick they got. If they believe Dylan Gabriel's the guy, then start him. If they believe Deshaun Watson is reclaimed, play him. Why every time you keep saying if they believe, but every time they tell you what they believe, you say, I don't believe it. You let me know. Don't look at G. Bush. Where are the haters at? You tell you where are like this right here? Don't talk to G. Bush. Talk to Todd Monken and what he said. Don't put my name in it. Don't put Shedeur's name in it. Shedeur is somewhere off working on this playbook, opening his gifts, going to high schools. You think Shedeur Sanders look bothered? He going to high schools, pulling up on people like he always did. So just so we can get to the point, so we can break it down for you people that may not be inclined to look up things, that may be inclined to understand what that means. Let's go to the Webster's dictionary. Maybe that's not everybody's strong suit. See, dictionaries and narratives don't mix. Narratives in the dictionary don't work. It's just about what the word is and what it means. Synonyms of elite, singular or plural construction, right? The elite of the entertainment world. Singular or plural construction, the best of a class, super achievers who dominate their computer. Elite, right? Socially superior. Elite is an adjective. Elite group, elite institution, elite school. I'm just trying to show you. I'm trying to show you how it looked when you're talking about elite, right? I'm just gonna get to it. Maybe we can get this. Let me see. I was just showing you AI. You trust AI so much. This is what everybody do. Hey, AI, you come up with me. You come up with me the way elite means. Let's go, AI. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. I know this is tedious, but let me just show you. We'll play it again though. Here we go. For all those that don't quite understand what elite means. To understand the meaning of elite in English, consider the following points. Refers to a select group of people or things that are considered the best in a particular category, often associated with privilege, power, or superiority status in society. Can describe individuals with exceptional skills, talents, or achievements. Used in contexts like education, sports, we talking about sports over here, and business to denote top performers. The term can also imply exclusivity, suggesting that access is limited to a few. So he just said, when you want to say he's not good, well, I'm just waiting for the haters. I don't know what this means. Don't understand it. Say it again, Todd.
His elite playmaking ability. That's in him. You've seen it. We've seen it. You saw it in college. You saw it on tape last year. Sure, there's a ways to go, but what rookie isn't? I mean, what first-year player doesn't have a long way to go?
What rookie isn't? And this is a double, triple entendre. Double and triple. You know what he continues to do? He continues to keep bouncing and blocking all your Lego moves, all the block. Oh, the Jackson Dart comparisons. What rookie doesn't? I saw Jackson Dart throw for 33 yards in Cleveland Market. We don't talk about that. Tyler Shook looked bad all preseason. People in New Orleans was like, man, I don't know, this is a bust. Remember that? He's telling you what rookie doesn't. That throws a monkey wrench in your whole game plan about how he has to show in 6 games he's the guy or get rid of him. No, you've been blocked again. What rookie isn't? Boy, don't tell. Hey, listen, I don't know.
I'm excited to get started with him and all of our quarterbacks and all of our players.
Hold on. Let me just get to let me get to this. Maybe you guys, I'm gonna continue to give you context. Like, so when you come up with your blogs or you got something to say, please understand that I'm not telling you what I said. I'm telling you what he said. He's the coach. He's here. And you told me that you were going to be a fair and honest arbiter. And you said if the Browns believe it, then you got to roll with it. Well, he told you what he believes. Are you going to roll with it? I don't know. What'd you say, Todd? Let's finish that off again. We still cooking. What'd he say? I'm excited to get started. Here we go.
A long way to go. So I'm excited to get started with him and all of our quarterbacks and all of our players.
Let me just pull this up, just so we can be on the same page as what this all means, so we don't get it caught in semantics. To understand the meaning of excited in English, consider the following points. Refers to a state of heightened emotional and enthusiasm. Can be described as feeling of joy, eagerness, and anticipation. Often associated with a positive experience such as events or achievements. Can also indicate agitation or nervous in certain contexts. Used in various contexts, including personal, social, and professional situations, the term can be applied to both people and animals. So generally speaking, the word excitement means, hey man, I kind of like what I got going on here, right? I kind of really like what I'm seeing. I can't wait to dig in a little bit. But you may say, G. Bush, I mean, any coach can pick out one thing. Any coach can be any, many, miny, mouse. I like this one or this one or this one. But truly elite quarterbacks and franchise quarterbacks have to be able to do more than one thing. Well, I didn't expect this man to get to this. Talk to him, coach. What else you like?
It surprised me a little bit in terms of his, it's mobile might be, but he's got a knack. He's got a feel. Like he does in playmaking, he's got.
So he says, Shedeur he surprised me. He has a knack. He has a mobility that I didn't see. And you know what? I kind of compare it to and akin to kind of like the playmaking. So if the playmaking has already been defined as what, by his own words, which is elite, then even if that kind of pales in comparison to that, he's still telling you that the mobility is what? If it ain't elite, it's doggone good. Boy. Here we go.
The quarterbacks have mobility. I think you see that on tape. Shedeur surprised me a little bit in terms of his, it's mobile might be, but he's got a knack. He's got a feel. Like he does in playmaking, he has a real sense in the pocket when it starts to collapse and moving around the pocket. And he made more plays or got himself out of trouble than I would have guessed, than I would have thought even coming out, which was nice to see. As Deshaun has, Dresger and Dylan
has. Wow, man. Seems to be that he seems to like his mobility as well. I'm just, let me see. Let me figure it out. Oh man, wow. Oh, let's get to this. What did I see? Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure I got this right. I want to make sure I got it. Somebody just sent me this. This is how we do it in real time. We do it in real time like this. Hold on. Let me see. We're going to do it in real time. Let me see. Let's do all. Nope, that ain't it. Let me see. Where is this at? I'm going to find a way to get it. Bear with me. Where is it at? Here we go. Let's see where all right, here we go. Let me make sure this is it. All right, here we go. Shout out to my man. Is this new? Let me make sure we got it to go. All right, here we go. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen real quick. I always be watching. Somebody said in the chat, you see that Bernie joint? I'm like, there we go. They see that? Okay. Y'all got that? See, yeah, we're not going to play with you. Shout out to Bernie. Let's see what he got to say. Bernie Kosar believes Shedeur Sanders can succeed in Cleveland. Bernie joins to explore Shedeur Sanders as Cleveland Browns starting quarterback, assessing his potential with improved support and coaching under Todd Monken. All right, here we go.
I got to ask you about Shedeur. Do you think he's a starting quarterback in the National Football League?
I really like what Shedeur did last year. And I'm not trying to be, as a wannabe humorist on Sunday afternoon, I'll say this in the spirit of humor, but the quarterbacks, we are victims or beneficiaries of the people around us. The Browns are picking 6th in the draft because we did not have guys around us at the quarterback position. We had times during a lot of the last few years didn't think we had a quarterback. when Shedeur came in with a really struggling offensive line last year and a really lack of separation of our receivers, it was incredibly impressive to me how Shedeur Sanders, quarterback the Cleveland Browns, and made plays. He absolutely deserves to be an NFL quarterback. And I'd like to see him with better talent around him, a better offensive line. And I think he's going to get an opportunity this year in Cleveland to showcase.
What do you make of the hire of Todd Monken?
Yeah. This is why you come to the barbershop. We do it in real time, right? Hey, this is why you come to the barbershop. This why, Mech, she says, yes, that's Bernie's interview. I told you, hey, we do ours in real time. We do it like somebody, G. Bush, did you see? All right, hey, Rose. Yeah, see? Yeah. So I'm just, guys, this is why I always told people, when you come away from this podcast or this blog, what we're showing you is what other people ain't showing you. We breaking down what other people ain't breaking down. It's not that it's not right in front of your face. It's the fact that you're not searching that out. It's the fact that people are searching the Malik Willis nonsense or the Anthony Richardson. But let me get this straight. Have y'all already noticed this? And this is how I always pose my thing. See, if I say it, there's opposition to it. Because there's something, the way I do my content and the way I break things down, it fosters a spirit of competition. I don't really be competing with nobody. I just say what I feel. But it hit different because I say it in a way that comes from a level of realness. So what it does, it puts you on the defensive for no reason. You don't got to be defensive about it. For what? There's a competition with that. So sometimes, because you're trying to compete, you're putting yourself in a situation where, bro, you don't need to die on this hill. But always notice this. I don't just come and give you what I say. Why is it that I can name Pro Bowl player after Hall of Fame player, after legends in the Cleveland Browns, all these people? Why is it that they have a completely different perspective than the media? You may attack G. Bush all you want, but you telling me Bernie don't know what he's talking about? I guarantee they won't say that to his face. I want them to keep it a buck. If you feel he's that bad, if you feel he's that garbage, when Bernie is on, you don't tell him that. When Emmitt Smith is on, you don't tell him that. When Shannon Ochocinco is saying it, you don't say that. Drew Bledsoe, Kurt Warner, why don't you tell him then? Eric Dickerson, Michael Irvin, you don't say nothing about it. I'm confused. It's pro after name after name. You wait till little old G. Bush get up there for you to get some old, why y'all in your feelings with me? I think Bernie said it with his chest, right? And Bernie looking good, by the way. Bernie gaining weight, putting that weight back on. Shout out to Bernie, man. He came through the storm, bro. We was praying for Bernie. He looking good. But argue with them. Don't argue with me. Argue with the legends. Argue with the dudes with the Super Bowl rings. Oh, I forgot you can't. Turns out that you don't want to do that. Man, you look crazy out here. Nasty work. I'm looking for the haters. I just want to find them. They be quiet sometimes. I told you when you come away with this, you're going to be peaceful. You're going to go about your Sunday. Because you're going to say, dang, bro, I really was, in the Malik Willis conversations and the Kyler Murray. And I was stressing out. These dudes is out here crashing out. Maybe the Browns is doing that. Maybe the Browns is moving around. Maybe they have lost their mind. No, they haven't. It's the people in the circumference that have lost their mind. If you watch the Barbershop, this is why the Barbershop is, you can say whatever you want about it. You may not like what I say, but the way we do the Barbershop, this is a saga. I do the Barbershop like this is a novel, the Iliad or the Odyssey. If you look, we done did the hero's journey all the way back since the summer. And everything that I talk about last week builds upon this week. You guys get a chance to rebuttal what I said during the week, but then Saturday come, they're like, dang, I thought I had him again. Where does he keep getting it from? What is he doing? If it wasn't for you and that meddling pooch Scooby-Doo, we would have got away with it too. Nah, you probably wouldn't have. Not going to work. We're locked in. So from now on, don't ask me what G. Bush thinks. Bernie said it. I didn't say, hey, Todd Monken said it. I'm just telling you. Listen, oh, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, if you have not checked it out, let me put this up. This is a great one. So my beautiful Kosar, we got to put it up for you guys, man. We've been doing food blogs, and it's been so great that we've decided we're going to continue to do it. So coming up here, we got a great show planned for you. We going around to local places in Cleveland, and we trying to show you every restaurant in Cleveland, from the good places, romantic spots, date nights, soul food, fine dining. We are going to every one of your buildings in Cleveland to show up, because when you guys come into town, you can pull up the list and tell them this is where you need to go. You can check this out. It's just not a place where we do fine dining and go to wineries, and we go to a lot of places because it's good food everywhere. It's good food. It's good people everywhere. And we got an episode that we just did yesterday, right? Off the blue, right? Here we go. Where is it at? We went, is this the best soul food spot in Cleveland? Is it? That episode will be up tonight. Me and Rosie pulled up, and I'm going to tell you what. Grill 55 in South Euclid. Boy, we pulled up, and we got a great surprise, because this place might be one of the hidden gems. If you're in town, check it out. We got a new series. Make sure you subscribe to it. We're everywhere. If you want a food review, you want to know where to eat, you want to know where to go, we've been doing a lot of these shows. So, matter of fact, we appreciate your support. One got over 10,000. One got over 10,000, and we didn't even think it was going to be that. We didn't even think it was going to be. We got another one. As you can see, Cleveland Best Lakeview Eats. You want to go to a beautiful scenery place? That is up on the website as well. Make sure you check it out. And then finally, we got another one that we dropped. We did this earlier. Best date night in the game. If you want to come out here for date night, you want to do some things, make sure you check us out. So we got 3 of those episodes up. We appreciate it if you support it. A lot of people had some comments in there talking about how they enjoyed it. So we're going to give you more comments. We're going to give you more content everywhere. And as always, you never know where Jeebus might show up. Radio, television, internet. But if you want the next, you want the fresh cut on sports, I keep the Clippers with me. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good rest of your afternoon. Have a good rest of your weekend. And as always, make sure you check out my food blog. And then on top of that, it's always go Brown.